the y'all? It's your boy King Ed the Great coming at y'all with another video. And after watching his match with Lance Archer, I already knew this. Jon Moxley is a star, aka Dean Ambrose for the WWE. Jon Moxley is a star for this era. I would consider him to be the Brian Pillman of this era. We all seen the similarities that he had in comparisons with Brian Pillman early on, but since leaving the WWE, he has pretty much came on his own. See, this goes to show you right here that the WWE put so much limitations in how far a character can go. And ever since he got his walking papers and left, he has found himself. He has breathed new refreshness in his character. You could tell that with his promos, this is really him coming across from the small screen. You could tell by the way he worked now. He's working at a pace where he wants to work. Whereas when he was with the WWE, he had to work their style. He had to work their style, and you could tell he wasn't really comfortable with that. He's able to do hardcore matches. He's able to do last man standing matches. He's able to use any form of brutality that he wants when it comes to weapons. Like that match with Kenny Omega was crazy. That match was probably one of the craziest matches that I've seen this decade. If you want to see something with that ECW energy, that's the match you need to watch right there. But see, Moxley, he's came on his own. Now, the only thing about him is that he doesn't have the arsenal of Brian Pillman, but you can see the characteristics when it comes to the unstable unpredictability that his character maintains. And this guy's a star, man. You got to give these guys a chance to breathe and give input in their character. You could tell Dean or Jon Moxley, as you refer to him now, he was miserable in the WWE. You could tell when his last run, when he was feuding with Seth Rollins, he was miserable there because anything that he wanted to do when it came to putting input on his character, it was shut down by Vince. So the results of that was this crappy feud that he got with Seth. And nobody even talked about it now. See, that's one problem that the WWE has. The lack of logic. The lack of logic. Because this man had turned on Seth on the night that Roman Reigns announced that he had cancer. And you would think this would be a blood feud. Instead, it ended up being like a simple one-on-one. It ended up being cheesy promos going back and forth. And the Shield ended up reuniting months later like nothing wrong. It's the hot cold thing that kills characters in the WWE. And this is why it was good for Moxley to leave. Because he has too much to offer to the business when it comes to creativity. And you see a lot of these guys, you see their creative juices is flowing. Even with Chris Jericho at the age of 50, he's found ways time and time again to reinvent himself. I bet you if he was with the WWE, they would have kept him as the Ayatollah of rock and roller. Even though he's 50 years old, they would have kept him as Y2J. Chris Jericho and Jon Moxley have found ways to reinvent themselves, and I salute them for that. So now he goes to Japan and he wins their title, and you could tell by he's loved working this type of pace. He loved working that aggressive style. He don't really like the safe WWE style. And you could tell he was miserable in working it. Even when I looked at one of his promos or one of his interviews, he said that he hated every promo that he did there because he doesn't like scripts. And you really get to see him come into full fruition. Now, this guy here, man, on the contrary of what a lot of people say, a lot of people don't like the flippity flip Young Buck style, like the indie wrestler style. Jon Moxley could provide that perfect balance for the ruthless aggression and attitude era fans because he carries that same energy that as those guys did. He carries that same exact energy. His merchandise is dope. His promos are refreshing and edgy. He's an edgy character, and a lot of people are falling in love with that. This is what goes to show you right there. People want edgy characters back. That's why you see the Bray Wyatt character taking off like it is. People are tired of the cookie cutter, cliche, baby faces and the cowardly heels. People want edge back. No pun intended to the wrestler. But they want edgy characters back. And I feel that Jon Moxley is the guy for this millennium. For this guy in this decade to coming in. This new era. He could bring it back if they let him continue doing what he does best. So let me know what you guys think about this. Am I tripping? Am I bugging? Do y'all think that Jon Moxley is the star of the making? Hit me up. Subscribe, hit that like button, chop it up with me, holler at your boy.